What's up, everybody? It is another episode of Are You the One? We have a full house, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited. 8th episode is about to go down. Let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What?
Okay. It's that slow vibe. It's that slow.
Osvaldo picked this one out. Little Ozzy.
Okay.
Dab. We got two Aussies in the building.
I ain't mad at it.
Right, exactly. I know, right?
That's so funny.
Man, this is crazy, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Are You the One after show. I'm already on 10 because it's going down.
Just because.
It's just because.
Just because.
So many of us.
No,
I
it's
woke up like this.
It's because of the drinks.
I'm just saying, I woke up like this.
Honey,
but
I wake up like this.
all day, every day. I'm your host, Lem Gonsalves. You can find me always at the Poet Saint. Right next to me is my main chick right here. This is Since They Don't Play. What's up,
You
girl?
can say my main bitch. It's okay. What's up, y'all? It's the girl Since They Don't Play. You know where to find me every day, all day.
Every day, every day. And we were both gone last week. Sensei was by herself. She held it down.
You know what? I
She
held it down. Shout out to Prosper.
She held it down.
Holding it down.
She held it down
You
with
know what I'm
Prosper.
saying?
But I got my man over here, Nino Llanera. What's up, baby?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? I've been gone for a couple weeks, so we'll be gone next week again.
Yeah.
But I'll be back for that finale.
Of course.
I'm definitely
Of course.
back for that finale. What's going on? It's your boy, Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Follow my hashtag, Nino's POV, and find out where I'm going to be at next week.
Yo. And ladies and gentlemen, we don't have one guest. We don't have two guests.
Nope.
We
We
don't
got
have
3 guests.
Nope.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We got 4 guests in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, my main man started off on the end. He's been here before. He's back by popular demand. Ozzy Morales, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you guys for having me back.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a great
I mean, we didn't have a
show
choice. You just showed up. Right off the street. Just like I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all good. I love it.
Ozzy
And on our
after
couch, we have some ladies in the building, starting on my left. First time in the AfterBuzz studio, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
Shannon Duffy. Give it up for her.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
That's my Filipino homegirl.
Bebo.
There you go,
Yeah, I know
hey.
what's up. And we have the other Aussie,
Other
right.
Aussie.
Osvaldo Romero. Give it up for him.
The Spanish papi. Is
I know.
it Spanish?
He was Spanish.
Mexicano.
Mexicano.
Oh, okay, Mexicano.
From Mexico. ¿De
My
dónde
bad.
¿De dónde eres?
De Guadalajara.
Ah,
my mom.
Guadalajara. That's
And
it.
my dad is from Monterrey.
Oh, my
Okay.
dad's from Guadalajara.
My dad too.
Hey.
I'm telling you, it's great.
Guadalajara.
Family reunion. And fresh from the MTV studios,
Hey.
right over here at the aftermatch, we have Carolina Duarte. What's up, baby?
What's up?
Perfect
Happy to
match.
be here. Oh my God, we're getting right to it.
Congratulations. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Second perfect match right here.
Yeah, woo! Motivating the house, you know what I mean? It wasn't looking
Putting
like
the
it was
house
gonna
first.
happen, but thank God finally, like,
You
5 weeks.
persevered. That's what I
Yeah, I
say.
got my way.
Yeah, because you had some blockers.
Yeah, a
you
lot
had
of
to
haters.
block the enemy.
I loved
rebuke
you
them.
too. I was
Yeah.
rooting for you
I've been
guys.
pulling for that. I
Thank
feel like
you.
we've been pulling for this
Yes,
for a little
we were.
bit. We were on this
It
side of the
makes
table, and I've been
sense.
saying it. I was like, that's it. They just need to be in the truth booth.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yes.
It happened.
It
Perfect
happened.
match.
5 weeks later. Yeah.
5 weeks
So,
later.
okay, so let's just get right to it.
Let's do it.
Perfect match. You've been trying. I mean, you've been trying for a while. Like I said, you've been having
Oh, wow.
some opposition. Somebody by the name of Gianna did not want you to step in, but you got your way. You got the date. You and Hayden went to the truth booth. Were voted in barely.
Barely, yeah.
Barely. And perfect match. What are you feeling?
I was super excited, obviously. I really liked Hayden and everything. You know, it was annoying. Like, Jonna didn't believe in it at all, and it was nice to, like, rub it in her face. Like,
Right.
I was right. You know,
Needless
like,
to say, she was the
bitch.
only one that didn't cheer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect match.
Her face
Yeah.
when everyone was up.
She came up to
I
me and
know.
she gave me a hug and she's like, "You were right all along." And I was like,
Really?
"Yeah, you don't see it, but
Were you
yeah,
like,
she did."
yes, babe?
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah."
Like, I
like,
knew
now
that.
let me go make out with Aiden.
I bring the match because I can.
But yeah, that was nice, and I was excited to get out of the house because Gianna was there and get to know Hayden just one-on-one.
That's dope.
Right.
Gianna was a big distraction, so.
It's crazy. It's only like 2 perfect matches and it's almost done.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I left for a couple of weeks and I've been trying to catch up and I'm like, so did I miss any perfect matches? They're like, no, just Ken.
Same one.
And I'm like, it's just okay.
Same one.
I didn't miss too much,
Just
did I?
same one.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm really glad for that. Obviously, the house has to be ecstatic. Ozzy, you were obviously there when it happened. What was the feeling in the room at
The
that
feeling
point?
for the house, everybody's just it's just crazy. Everybody's just happy, jumping, hugging. Like you hug people that you don't talk to, and like, you pick up everybody. Everybody's cheering.
That was alcohol.
Everybody just gets like unified, and everybody's just happy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a great feeling for the house.
Yeah.
Even Gianna said that I'm sad for myself. But it's a good night for the
We're
house,
happy
so
for the
let's
house.
go and
Yeah.
celebrate everybody together.
Well, I mean, I think it's good, and I think anytime it seems like obviously it's only been one other, and it seems like it does bind the house together. Osvaldo, I got to talk to you, man, because I'm telling you, probably the biggest letdown of a no match this season
It
was
really
you
was.
and Tierney.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I want to cry. I cried real man tears.
Y'all made us sad that week. Remember, we were there. We were like,
Dude,
why do I
was-
feel like I went through a breakup?
Yo,
and shit?
I was really feeling,
What
I
happened?
was in I just want to listen to Drake songs all day. I'm telling you,
And I
it was
wasn't
crazy.
even there, and I low-key called that shit. I said,
Yeah.
look, Tierney, don't get too excited now, girl. You know what I'm saying?
But
But,
see-
I was
Yeah.
really rooting for you guys, because honestly, her and then you, I was really wanting you guys to find that perfect match.
Right.
Like,
Right.
on some real shit.
It
You
was
both got
heartbreaking.
some beautiful souls.
It was
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
I felt like we needed to open to like Adele
Yeah.
that day. 'Cause-
You gotta switch it up. You gotta
Exactly.
Just a little bit.
I mean, this happened obviously a few weeks ago. Take us back to that, because to me, it was devastating. Y'all seemed to be vibing so hardcore, and it seemed like both of you, not just one, but both of you took it really hard.
Right. So in the beginning, like since day one, not since day one, since like week one, it was like she was very like she had her eyes locked on me already.
She
and I
did.
was like, all right,
Oh,
like
shoot.
that's cool. Like I'm glad that like someone's noticing me. You know, it's always good to like be noticed. Like all right, cool. But then I was also in the mindset of like we're in this game. We have to like
Right.
keep our eyes open. Like
Right.
everyone's still an option. She had in her mind already figured out that it was
Yeah.
it was me.
They
Yeah.
just told the
Like
whole house.
she's like she was very
Like,
vocal about it.
he's
She's
mine.
like,
I
this
was
is
like,
this is
okay.
mine.
Don't touch him.
Don't touch him. Don't look in his direction. Don't sit next to him. Don't.
Dude, tell about the thing that happened with us. Remember? Oh god.
Goddamn.
What was it? I was
So,
washing dishes.
He was washing dishes.
I was washing dishes.
This was after they were no match, by the
yeah,
way.
we were no match. So I was washing some
She
dishes.
walks up, she's
and
like-
she came up to me. We were like talking.
Talking.
As I was washing dishes, like no physical contact, no anything.
Nothing.
Like, it was like just we had a casual. I forgot we were
We're talking about
that.
I don't even fucking know. It
It
doesn't
was
matter.
something irrelevant. It, like
Right.
not even like me hitting on her or anything. It was just
Right.
like, and then she walks away. And then what did Tierney say to you?
No. I was still there. Tierney comes up across the kitchen. She's like, Osvaldo, can I have a lighter? 'Cause she's gonna go smoke. And you're like, yeah, I have one, but you're washing dishes. Like, can you grab it out of my pocket? So I grabbed it out of your pocket, your pant pocket, and I
She's like,
walk up to her
go
and give
ahead.
it to her, and she's like, bitch, don't touch my man.
Ooh.
I was like, okay.
Like,
she's
was
like,
she, like,
I'll
100?
kill
Was she-
you. She's like,
Oh.
I'll kill you. I was
No,
like,
yeah.
and then she's like, just kidding. And I was like, whoa. And then I told him what she said, and he,
Oh, and
talked
you
to her about it.
freaked out.
So
And
that
then she
that
showed
night,
me
that
out.
night, I just told her like, look, like I understand that you have feelings for me.
Yeah.
I understand that you
That
have
whole
feelings
fight
for me.
thing. Yeah.
I understand that like you still, it's not easy for you to let go as it is gonna be for
Right.
me. But she kind of got really
Even
upset
for-
about it.
Even for
Wait.
Osvaldo, I think it was hard to vocalize that
Right.
the feelings were not so strongly mutual. And I
It was
mean,
hard
with
for him.
anybody, like anybody would have gotten intimidated by Tierney. Like,
Yes.
just the way that she
Because
is,
she's
like she
very-
like make you like just believe whatever she says. Like I'm a perfect match, whatever. Like just don't get mad at me. You know?
And
Yeah.
it was
So-
that night that that deleted scene. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but when she like spilled that drink on me,
Right.
and like she flipped, like that's when Aussie came in.
I had to like step in because he would come to me like on the low and say like, listen, like I'm upset, like I can't open up to anybody else. Like she has all the girls like scared to talk to me.
Right.
So I went off on her, and I kept saying like, you say that he has walls, you're like the wall that he has, and she got
Yeah.
upset. She started throwing shit. She
Yeah.
broke like
It's like
glasses.
that, crazy ex-girlfriend on CW.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
So
the
is that
thing
the
about
reason?
her though.
Is that the reason why? Because I mean, I've been saying that I feel like girls were sleeping on you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But is that the reason why? Because she was not letting
Look at
anybody.
Karen.
I think that's one of the bigger reasons.
I'm
but-
sorry. I know Tierney's gonna watch this, is, and like no hate towards Tierney. Like I know she's gonna come at me after this, but it's like, yeah, dude, like girls were scared to talk to him because of her.
Damn.
Like, can you blame them?
Because I was about to say, like, he's so adorable. Like, he got the swag, you know what I'm saying? And, like,
guys were scared to talk to Tierney because of that, too, because she was,
thing.
like, freaking out.
I wasn't flipping tables, I promise.
And all the guys were like, whoa.
I was not flipping tables.
But she already made that claim, so.
See, but at the same time, and guys were scared of talking to her because they only saw that side of her,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is why they'd talk to me and be like, bro, like, how could you, like, stand being with him? Like, that's not all she is, She's also, like,
Exactly.
very sweet. There's, like, when we went on our date, you know,
Yeah.
I got to see that, like, sensitive inner side of her, and it was like,
She does
damn,
have
like,
that
that's
That's what she
kinda
should be
got
able to
you.
show to
Exactly.
somebody
That's why
else.
I started like, okay, I'm gonna believe in this. Like, this
Okay.
is something I can actually see happening. Then the no match came up. Like, all right, like this confirmed my like initial belief of like no happening, which is why my rational mind was like, all right, like feelings aside, like you have to keep playing this game, which is why we were all there. But so it's easier for some than others
Yeah.
in that regard to like
I
let.
mentioned that
her
that's
go.
like that's the AYTO effect that sometimes like gets that virus in people who it just sticks. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it really is up to that person's mental. Like, to move on. Some people are stronger than others in relationships. Some people can get over things a lot quicker than other people. You know what I mean? Compared to some other people who just linger and linger. We see that every single season where there's always going to be that person that lingers.
Absolutely.
We had multiple
You know?
people that lingered on
Yeah,
our season.
sure.
Way too many. No match couples.
You guys are the season that had people linger.
Yeah.
We're like,
And I was mad in the beginning. I was like, nah, they're going to be good. I feel good about this season. I feel like they're going to get that 10 real quick.
Right.
Wrong.
Nah.
We started off strong,
You did. That's the thing.
We had those 4 beams. Like, yes,
Right.
we're gonna go higher every week.
Y'all have me
No,
believing.
you ain't going anywhere.
In a row.
Yeah.
for being
I want to talk to Shannon real good because this last the half of the season that we've been seeing, there's been a lot going on with Tyler, and I want to talk about that because I mean, Tyler hasn't been the favorite person in the house.
I know, I'm staring at her.
She's already ready to play.
What? Just
What
a
are we talking
fake.
about?
Oh, don't.
So he hasn't been a favorite in the house, and I want to get from your perspective because obviously you seem very smitten by him, and you guys were together a lot. What was it about Tyler that drew you to him?
Honestly, at first I just didn't even pay him no mind. Like he was with Taylor, I said whatever, and then he said this speech, and I don't even remember. And I said, oh, okay, he's kind of cool. And then I just sat down with him, and then after that I was like, okay, he's actually a totally different person than what the whole house is seeing. And then people have actually had one-on-one conversations with him, and they're like, okay, yeah, no, he's really cool. So just each day that you spend with someone, you just start falling and falling and falling. And then it was hard because obviously the whole tailored carry me, whatever
There
that
was
was,
a
and
lot.
then the whole body comment, it just was so much. And then I thought okay, maybe I'll just leave and walk away, but then no one sees the conversations, the hidden conversations, the good ones, and
That you guys had together.
and he's actually really genuine. He's so sweet, and it sucks that he's not being portrayed that way. And if you see the deleted scene, there was one last week where he was at people saw a more
Human.
a very nice
That's a good way of putting it.
a good connection. People understand
Right.
okay, this is the reason why she's with him, and I just wish people could see that more.
Okay.
And it's hard.
Okay. So
It's very
Ozzy,
controversial.
No
you just
relationship
commented-
is rainbows
Yeah,
or whatever,
I
right?
said that.
Sure. Now, Ozzy, you're obviously in the house. Could you vouch for this situation?
Not at first. I mean,
He was on the date with
yeah,
me.
exactly.
Okay.
So before the date, you just got this aura of him. I just wanna be the guy that comes in and just fuck shit up. I wanna be the guy that just kind of does what my thing and have that
Right.
image tough guy,
Right.
But when we went on that date, I think it was week 6. It was me, Hannah, and then Shannon and Tyler. I got to see them outside of the house being themselves, with not with 10 cameras around them, and not with the pressure I have to be this guy because that's the guy that I want to portray myself as. And I came back from the date and I said, I can vouch for that. I can see that relationship building up. I can actually see them outside of the house being a couple, you know? But in the house, like, no, like before that, I'd never believed in the relationship.
You would never believe in anything.
No, but like you have to see them outside to kind of see, you know, how they actually act with each other.
So
I mean,
we brought last season we brought Gio on, and Gio was the dude that I was always like, fuck Gio, blah 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 blah, this and that, for all the stuff he did. So I was like, let's bring him on Skype and let's talk to him to try to see if he can, you know, give a whole nother, the real Gio side, because this is why we bring you
which
all
he
on
didn't.
here.
So can we move on?
Yeah,
No,
so
he
he
didn't,
didn't. So my question is, if we were to bring Tyler on, would he be a different person?
I mean, I guess we'll see next
Yeah,
week.
no, I think definitely he would actually.
I would love to see what he would say to me. That's the real main focus here. And girl, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I really feel like you're way better than him, to be honest. I feel like you had to be with him because for some reason you thought he was this attractive. And honestly, I just definitely do feel like you could do better. I feel like a part of you wanted to stay with him because you didn't have this attraction to him. He was somebody you couldn't get. I do feel like he didn't have the right intentions for you, to be honest. I mean, you're a beautiful chick, and I think you have a great personality about you. I think you were kind of hidden underneath him throughout the season, personally.
Okay.
I do feel that way. That's why I said last episode, you know, you were kind of just strung on underneath Tyler because of that. I feel like you could have opened up maybe a little bit more and explored and really found somebody who really was your perfect match. I don't know how the ending ends up like that. He could be end up your perfect match, but at the end of the day, I feel like he definitely had a hold on you, and I feel like you could have burst out of that and really like been your own person, your own you and your own Shannon, instead of being under Tyler's wing, because he didn't deserve that. I feel like he definitely deserved, you know, nothing personally, but that's just my feelings towards you.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a beautiful girl. I feel like you have a beautiful personality about you, and I don't think you needed to be under his wing like
Well,
that.
I mean, obviously you were there and, you know, went through the whole show. Do you feel that you were portrayed in like a negative light when it came to Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole house obviously seeing it back, like the rolling eyes, and
Right.
you know, I just wish more people were more vocal with how they felt. I mean,
How they felt about
yeah, the
Okay, the
relationship or
situation.
whatever. I feel like
That's
really
true.
the only person that was very truthful with everything was actually Osvaldo. He pulled me aside and told me about that conversation that was shown week 6, and he told me about it. But you know, you want to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Like, you see another side of someone,
Right.
and you know, it's hard because I've seen a totally different side. So I like respect with what you say, and I appreciate everything you say, and I just had to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's hard when they're in your face, you know what I'm saying things you want to hear, but you have to really listen to what they say outside of
Yeah.
what they say, you know what I'm saying? So maybe bring that into the future, you know, really think about, like, what their friends say and the people around them, you know. They wouldn't, if they really respected you and really wanted to be with you, they would be telling those people, yeah, I really fuck with her, like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So just definitely keep that in
We'll
mind.
probably
for
have
the
to find out
future.
from the horse's mouth. So maybe next week
At least you have Shannon.
Yeah, I would love
he
to
might
see what
be
he has
here
to
next
say.
At
week.
least you have Shannon.
Just saying. Just saying. He might be here next week, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying.
He might be.
He
after
might
this.
be. He might
I think
be.
he might be too scared of me.
It'll be interesting.
I think he's too scared of me.
It'll be
though.
interesting though, because that's the thing. That's why we love bring people on, because we get to really see.
We do, and that's the thing
What's
with me
up,
is
you
like
know what I
I
mean?
call it how I see it. So you know, if you have a different story to tell, well then tell me.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure he'll come and he'll say what he has to say. I think he'll
He
vouch
always
for.
says
He'll
it's
vouch. I think
what
for
he
a
has to say.
fact
What he has
he'll
to say.
vouch for our relationship and what we've built throughout the show. You know, I think every girl wants to change the bad guy. You know,
Sure.
every girl wants to be the
But
girl.
do they ever?
Well,
You'll see.
maybe you'll find out.
Maybe it'll happen.
I think nobody knows their
You
relationship.
know, no,
really,
exactly.
though.
No one like we kept what we had really
Very
between us very
private.
secretive, very like not even secretive. It was just like what's going on between us and what we're talking about is between us. It's
Right.
not about like what Carolina's saying or what Ozzie's saying or what Osvaldo's saying. It's like, are you into me? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I'm with you.
Boom.
But until I see everything, if you're gonna do something differently, then obviously I'm gonna be like, wait.
And I'm not being biased Tyler G.
Oh,
Ain't no being biased. I'm just
on the live
calling it
chat.
how I see it. At the end of the day, if you're gonna
what?
be saying one thing to Shannon, then say it to the people who are around you. Like, it's just, I'm
didn't
really
even
calling
know
it
that
how I
was
see it.
coming.
Ain't no being biased. So
And it could be a thing. I've seen it where
be
relationships. I've seen it where guys have had the right girls come to them and help switch them out from the ways that they were. I think it is possible with the right communication, with the right,
With a beautiful personality,
right.
can change someone.
I think it's possible. I've seen it. I've seen it.
I think he's just misunderstood. Is really what it is, and I hope you guys get to meet him and see the side that I saw. And I think throughout the show, people will end up seeing that.
Yeah, and I want to see it. I definitely want
Well,
to see
I'm gonna be
it.
in New York, so y'all can Skype me in so I can see it.
Yes, you have to be there.
Let's get into this.
as long as he's sitting over there.
Someone tell me.
Let's get into this challenge that happened. So we had some ex-boyfriend situations
That's
that
some
jumped
crazy
off.
shit,
That was
y'all.
crazy, and it was a little twist because it wasn't all ex-boyfriends.
Right,
Some were
no.
fake ex-boyfriends,
Some
and
were
some
real
were real
as fuck.
ex-boyfriends.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about Carolina's ex.
No, I think we do.
a thumb.
No, we
It's a
don't.
thumb in a flag.
That's a thumb in a
He
flag.
would love to come. I bet you that. He loves attention.
Thumb in a play.
Oh man! So the guys basically get to ask questions to find out who is the real. Ozzy, who did you ask question to as far as the ex-boyfriends?
I think it was the Johnny Bravo looking kid, right?
Johnny
Yeah,
Bravo?
exactly.
Yeah, which was hilarious, by the way.
Bravo.
He ended
Y'all
up being a
pretty
fake one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
fake.
Somebody was like, he has to be fake. Look at him.
He was like Johnny Bravo.
That was Jalen.
No, that was great.
Fake tan.
right. Yeah, that was great.
great.
We see that, speaking of Carolina, you really wanted to have this date with Hayden. Like,
Yeah,
you were
it
all
was
about that.
Time,
Yeah, it was about that time. Did you feel like it needed to happen? Like he better handle his business, or
Yes,
you know,
and
have some problems?
I did not think he would win. Like
Really?
from us seeing it in the TV how they were doing, it was like there's no way Hayden won.
Did you guys
The way
ever
he's doing it.
think of starting to throw challenges to get certain people there yet at this
Yes,
point?
but it's
I
not
mean,
as easy as it
that
was.
happened.
It's really not.
It's
absolutely
really not.
Yeah, we
easy at
actually
all.
helped.
That was
Osvaldo.
the one.
That was the only one that was easy
The
to
that was
basketball
thrown. It was like,
one.
guys, I need to figure this out
Because it's a
before,
tough.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it gets to like a further
So seeing
week.
Hayden and Andre
Yeah.
helped you. And
Yeah,
then
no,
got them
yeah,
ready.
Hayden and Andre
Yeah.
helped.
It always comes to a certain point in time where everyone's just like, okay, now.
Right.
Like a lot
We
of
have
the
to do
challenges
stuff
are
like
just, but you can really even talk to
Some
the
of that
cast
person,
members
yeah.
beforehand. So it's not like you can like set up a plan and
Right.
plot against like the system. You know, like you kind of just get thrown and they're like, okay,
Right.
so this is what we're doing today. Like you don't
Right.
know what the challenge is.
Right.
Absolutely.
You can't
Oh,
really
so you
plan
can't
ahead.
like plan ahead
No, you cannot.
to figure out a way to get around it. So Hayden actually did get first place.
Yeah, surprising.
So
I was like,
congratulations to that. Of course, he picks you, and then
Better.
Yeah, you're better, right.
No, he really had better.
He like thought about it
wait
for
for
a
this
second. I was
one.
like,
Did he really think about it, or was that just like he was just
he
kind of
really did. I remember he like took it back. He's like, I'm gonna go with, and I was like, what?
If you don't say my name right now,
Right now, yeah.
right this second.
I just want to give a shout out to Richie Bailey. Yes, you right. I would have told it like it was regardless without the Twitter thing.
Twitter
so
thing.
thank you, Richie B, for holding
Thank
me
you,
down
Camilla Rose,
100%.
Oh yeah.
I'm just so upset because someone actually. I had to just notice that one because
Yeah.
I think the cameraman
Yeah.
just did me dirty on the show.
What?
The humidity got to
Oh,
me.
you're talking
And
about
my orange
humidity.
hair. It was
Yeah.
just not feeling
Uh,
it.
Shout out to everyone in the chat that's talking with us right now.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. We always appreciate it. So Hayden got Carolina, and then Michael ended up getting Catherine.
Right.
So he won the second, choice.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think that's good. And I feel like, and I've said this before, but in previous seasons, there's usually been 3 or 4 winners. And I noticed that they're doing like 2 winners.
Oh yeah,
And
they
do-
want us to lose.
I was going to say, do you feel like that's like they're not trying to have you give you this guy's
It's
money?
difficult.
Dude, they
man.
fucking did so much shit.
It's-
Come on,
yeah,
let's be
yeah.
honest.
Your season had so many
11
changes.
couples,
Absolutely.
I just
$1
hated
million.
us. They said
Truth
they look like a big group
betrayed.
of dumbasses. Like, let's go fuck this shit up. What they did.
Yeah, it was
It's a
probably
lot.
the most challenges I've
It
ever
was,
seen
yeah.
in a season to get you guys this money.
Like I think we should have at least had the 11th week to try to
To
figure
have
it out.
11
At
matches.
least, you know what I mean? Like there's
Right.
a lot of things that were thrown at us that just made it like super difficult. For
Or
me.
try to get back that
Definitely.
$500,000.
I mean, they've made it really tough for you guys, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
Ozzy, you had Hannah that just wouldn't let you go. How were you dealing with that? Because it seemed like, I mean, obviously, and I'm sure with the house, whenever somebody is known as a non-match, the goal is to continue on to find your match, right? Because you got to get this money. Some
Tierney's
Ozzy fans
already over here saying,
Ozzy fans
wow.
over here.
Oh, Cam in here?
Tierney was like, wow, Kim, LOL.
Right. So, obviously, there's going to be flack when people can't let go, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
How are you dealing with this whole Hannah situation? Was it tough?
It's frowned upon.
Right.
Literally, it's definitely frowned upon from the house, and like maybe even like the producers and like the people would like kind of be like, why are you still like doing that? You know what I mean? But I mean, for me personally, like I was so invested in that. Like,
Did you feel like you were in love with her?
I wasn't in love with her. I loved her.
You loved her.
So you weren't, I mean, it's clear you wasn't in love with her. I mean, actions speak very louder than words, boo.
I have my understanding of the
saying.
word love, and I feel like that's something that people can't take away from me. And it really is. It really is.
You loved her. You weren't in love with her.
I wasn't in love with her.
Yeah.
I feel like those are two very. I feel like
Very
those are very
different. I
different.
love my dog. Like,
Exactly.
Wait, hold up, Z9ZA. I was never talking shit about Cam and Tranny. I've always had love for them. So don't even try me. He over here trying me. I just gotta keep it. One of the viewers over here.
We have it. It's all
Okay.
good.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you. That's that. Okay. See, they read it for me up in there.
If you weren't in love with her, but it was a situation.
I feel like
where-
I could have seen myself falling for her. You know, like I feel like she did bring some side of me that I wasn't used to bringing out. Like, and I could see myself changing her, like her way of like dealing with things. Like she wasn't so like loud anymore. She wasn't like ratchet. She would kind of just like.
Because she really was feeling you.
No, he really did. He really did.
I balanced her out like very well.
did.
You know.
So if this was in another situation outside of this game or whatnot, and y'all met with each other,
What do you mean?
You think it would be different?
If
it was outside of
I don't
AFL.
think that's the thing. I don't think I would have gone for her. I don't think I would have
it was
been
outside
Yeah,
of the
I don't think I would have
You-
approached
you
like
didn't
that loud,
approach her.
like center of attention, like speaking like her mind, like very bluntly. I don't think I would go for that.
This is my thing, Ozzy. Like, do you feel like you maybe should have went around it the different way? Like,
Yes,
once you guys
100%.
found out that you guys were not a
100%.
match, you should be like, you know what?
And we
It's-
did,
we're not
and we
about-
had that talk, but I went about that the wrong way. Like at
Okay,
the
as
beach.
long as you
but
know.
no, I do. I completely, and I owned up to that, like
Alright.
a lot, like 100%.
Okay.
But you have to understand, like, there's a lot of alcohol thrown your way.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. I can only imagine.
Like, you're in Dominican
honestly.
Republic and they
I
give you
fall for
mama
people
juanas.
like
It's
that.
like this,
Oh
like,
my
God.
going on to the next
like
one.
your
You got me
hormones are
fucked
like
up.
running and like this.
Like,
I mean, you could tell. It's so funny when you
could
could.
claims like y'all got me fucked up.
It's so funny
I can't
when
imagine.
you could tell when you guys are taping during the daytime, and then when you tape at night because the words start slurring.
dude, I have like,
Oh my God.
You just
Especially
see
with
the
me.
difference. And we said it today earlier,
Oh my
right?
god, it bubbles
wait.
so much.
That one night, I could barely like sit up. I was like,
toe up.
Dude, with Tierney on your leg, I'm like,
I was like barely like there.
you're
I
like,
was
stop, no, stop.
I want to talk about this whole, speaking of this non-match thing, because we've had this happen, and it's happened not just your season, it happens every season, where you have two people. Yeah, it is on here. So much fire. It's so when you have two people, and I understand we've had guests in the past, and they say it's difficult because you're around each other 24 hours a day. You eat together, sleep together, you're all together, and so
everything
it's
together.
like expedited, right? It's not like when you're normally dating somebody, you may go out on a date a week or 2 dates a week.
And you
You're
can
around
read
each
from
other
If I
all
can
the
be
time.
completely
Well, that's what
honest, there's no way to be right.
Right.
Like, if I tell Hannah that I love her, and then I stay with her, I'm being an asshole because I'm staying with my no match.
Right.
But if I had already told her that I loved her and I moved on, then I look like a badass
you're
because
in
I told her that I loved her, and then I'm trying to go find somebody else.
Gotcha.
So it's like there's no way to like.
It's like a lose-lose situation.
Literally, it's a lose-lose situation.
You could
You know what I
He
mean?
had the most
could
no
withhold
matches.
the
You
I
have to
love
think
you.
about that.
Right.
Like Ozzy was like, he had given up at this point. I feel.
Yeah.
helping you out.
Who do you think was the biggest, probably no match couple problem in the house that wouldn't let
Aiden
each other
and
go?
Gianna, and then Taylor and Dre.
Well, here's the
Okay.
thing. It just each week it kind of just changed.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Because-
it wasn't like a constant.
No,
get
it
more
wasn't
no matches.
because the more no matches
Exactly.
I got, the more people were like,
But
okay.
added to it.
Staying together.
Okay,
Like
Yeah.
they were
got
like,
it.
oh,
the
you're
one
my
that-
no match, and you
yeah.
get closer with them, and it's weird.
It's so weird. The one that was weirdest was John and Hayden for
There was
sure.
a
Yeah,
pre-established.
that was
Fucking day
thing.
2,
Yeah.
no match, but we're
I
gonna
actually
be be in love after.
There
Even
was
though
a
she was like, I totally
pre-established-
get why we're not a match. I was like, dude,
And at
what?
that point, since so many people were no match already, everyone just kind of was like, fuck this, like, whatever, do you?
Right.
Because everyone was just like fed up at that point, you know what I mean? And it was hard because being in a no match position, like, you're like, okay, I formed such a strong relationship with this person,
Yeah.
and then in the real world, you're like, bye, and then
Right.
but
Right.
You can
wake
leave,
up,
but when you
leave.
wake up,
you wake
they're
up and
there.
you want to fix
Yeah.
you want to fix what you fought about the
Yeah.
night before.
Exactly.
But you shouldn't. But
Right.
you feel like you have to
Lose-lose.
because
It's literally a
It's a-
lose-lose
it was
it's a
like it was
lose-lose
like
situation.
it was just a circle. We
Yeah.
were it's like a
The
circle.
best way to go about it is just not developing feelings until you know you're a match. But nobody did that, obviously.
But it's hard because then we wouldn't be
But
playing
it's
with our heart.
difficult.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but like you can play with your
I
heart
got
without
it.
being in love.
Me.
It's a mind game. That's all
Look,
it
But
I'm
is.
sure it's
yeah.
very hard being in a house
Sure.
with everyone. We all know how it is building connections with people in general. You know what I'm saying? And then having to have that connection so deep with somebody, and then the next day they moving on from somebody because it's a game. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I feel like for the people coming up in the next season, you really gotta play it as a game.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like to really keep the pace going.
And I
because
feel like
it's
everyone knows
it's
that.
hard, though.
It is.
But it's
you know?
difficult.
But it's a
you
big.
believe because you go in, you believe the process. You're like,
Right.
I'm in this house. My perfect match is here, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm gonna
Right,
fall
right,
in
And
love
Ryan
with this
tells
person.
you all the damn
And not
time.
even Ryan, the
Follow your
producers.
heart, and you're
right.
like,
Not easy
Everybody.
strategy. Follow your
I'm
heart.
doing that.
You'll find true love.
I'm literally doing
Do you know
that.
how many follow the hearts we done had this season? They
Yeah.
all was
Yeah.
no matches.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
come
so
on.
big.
Follow your
I'm pretty
But
sure
wasn't
it's.
really following your heart. I think I think Taylor and Andre were really like into each other. Like
Into each
Hannah and
other.
Ozzy were really into each other. Like I understand like those no matches, but then the no matches that were like determined in like week 1,
Right.
week 2.
Didn't make any
It was
sense.
just like, okay,
Yeah.
we gotta move on. We
Right.
gotta move forward.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's
Okay.
understandable for like them still being kind of like, oh my god, like
Right.
because you had that connection in the
Right.
first couple weeks.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I don't know.
It's like a
Absolutely.
big mind fuck. Being
Right,
there is
right,
basically just
They
a
just
big
wanted to
mind
fuck
fuck.
us
really
all
is.
up.
Sure.
End
Absolutely.
of story.
It's difficult with also with Gianna and Hayden establishing such a precedence in the, early on in the season. It's like,
Right.
oh, like we can be a no match, but fuck it, we still feel comfortable around each other. Like, why not keep talking to each other?
Absolutely.
And after that,
And
you
nobody
know,
It
noticed.
just didn't make
And
sense
nobody
because
noticed.
it was
No
the,
one noticed until
I'm
it's
sorry,
too
it
late.
was the first week. Like,
Like literally,
like
way
I
too
actually
late.
tried to have a conversation with him, and it was
Yeah.
talking to a wall. Like when I
He was the
ended up-
hardest guy to talk to.
Yeah,
in
when
the
I
house.
sat
Hardest
in
guy.
matchup ceremony week 1, I looked right at her and I said, "Fuck my life. Why the fuck am I sitting next to this dude?" And I was like, "Shit," you know, because he was just
What about-
so like
Awkward.
Right.
not awkward, just
He
very
was very shy.
calm
Reserved.
on. But he said that though. He said like, "I have this."
Yeah, no, that's
Wall
like why I
and-
tried so hard with him. I was like,
Hayden.
God.
What about
Yeah, I
Joey
mean,
and
that
Cass?
whole situation.
They're cute.
that
We
was
have to
a
talk about
horrible. The
We
what was
have
it, Lucky
to
Charms?
talk
they're
about
so
them. Yeah.
cute.
Fruit Loops
The
or
Fruit
Lucky
Loop-
Charms?
It was
Fruit
Fruit
Loops.
Loops.
It was Fruit
Fruit
Loops.
Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Come on.
I like how that's
It's
important.
adorable.
That's key.
I like-
Key detail, obviously.
I like Joey and Kat. Yeah, I like them.
I like that. I like that little situation. Like, okay, we didn't get the date, but we're gonna have this
Right.
date.
And he
You know what I mean?
Cass is so
He did.
fucking cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
swear.
is super cute.
Her personality is just so.
She's
Like-
super.
Yeah, she's
They
adorable.
seem like perfect together.
Every sentence that comes out of
Yeah.
both of their mouths is like, did you mean to say that, or did you
Right.
like, was that just meant to be like completely adorable?
Yeah.
Like
Really.
from both of their
That's
parts.
how it is. Like for real.
Both
for real.
Joey and Cass.
That's what's
That's
up.
hilarious.
He was really cheesy with her.
That's my next one.
That's what's interesting about Joey.
Like he
Wasn't
acted
cheesy.
like this.
Wasn't.
He like acted like he was very cool, and then
Uh-huh.
like with Cass, he was like,
I don't care.
Cheeseball.
"I'm
Cheeseball.
gonna put fruit
I'm gonna
loops
put
on the
Fruit
floor."
Loops, and you're gonna follow it, and you're gonna come to me
And we're gonna have right outside the door.
underneath the tree.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember
Watch.
he was like talking to me, he was like planning it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "It's not
It was cute.
fair."
It was cute.
It was. It
Yeah,
was.
That's
so
my next
cute.
one. They better.
They the next.
I want to talk real quick to Carolina. So you had the dates, obviously that you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
What was that like? Did you get a chance? Because obviously you were looked like you were after Hayden for a while, and you were just like, okay, finally it's here. You have this date. Was it sparks? Was it like amazingness?
Yeah, it
Initially-
was really good. What's going on?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just having fun. Right
It was
now.
really
Channel.
good because,
Go
yeah,
on
it
in.
was like, I just wanted to make sure that the Gianna situation was done for her. So that was the main issue. It was
Right.
like, and he was like, yes, I'm 110% with you. And it was really nice. Like, that he told me he was really into me and all that. It was like reassuring. It was the first time hearing it because it was always me telling him, like, oh, I think you're my
Right.
match. But that was like the first time he was like, I think you're my match too, you know. So that was good. And then and then we were right, like, you know,
Yeah.
that was like the first time like that I ever had like a relationship with a guy that I was like friends with him first. 'Cause me and him were just friends. So it took so long to get to that romantic
Right.
part.
Well, Gianna, linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Linebacker who was.
But that's why he's my match,
smacking.
because I asked for someone like that. I asked for someone that would take it like slow with me and like loyal and like old fashioned, and like he was that. So it made sense. So I liked that, and then he was my match. So it was like we were going to the truth booth like being like, even if we're not matched, it'll be okay. And that was like the first time I like thought going to truth booth saying no match
Okay,
would be
would be
okay. But yeah, it was
I knew it.
Word.
And she tried so hard. I was there, like when they got in the fight. Like last week when you were yelling at him, or was
Who?
it Hayden?
When did it?
You're talking about, was this after the perfect
No,
match?
before the perfect
Oh,
match.
before.
When you were like, just give me like attention. Remember that?
Just give me a chance.
Was that
Give me
Saturday?
a chance or whatever.
I didn't cry.
No, you didn't cry. Remember when you guys just had like that like fight? And he was
First
just
Shannon
like
did say she
not.
cried.
That was way
He was
before though.
balling
After he
outside.
kissed me at the carnival, it was like all uphill from there.
Smooth sailing.
But it was just like before that, yeah.
Word.
Because he would like be really hard to talk to, and he would always be sitting by himself, or he wouldn't really be sitting with Jonna. He would usually be sitting by himself. Jonna would be socializing with other people, and
Right.
and I would just see him by himself, and everybody would be making fun of him. Like all the guys would be like, "He's so weird," and I'm like, "I don't
Excuse
think
you.
he's weird." I'm like, "I think he's
Excuse you.
Did you
cute."
guys think he was weird?
No,
No.
I didn't think
Yeah.
Not you, but like
Well, the-
Michael and Tyler.
Like not even.
Specify,
Don't throw
specify.
names.
Yeah.
You see the title. Don't throw
It should have been like, no one cares. Listen, Tyler.
Michael will admit it.
names.
Michael will admit that he
Oh
said
my
that.
God.
Michael
Yeah.
doesn't care.
He
But
called
Michael
him-
doesn't
He
care.
called him boisterous, but Hayden refers to himself
No,
as
no,
boisterous.
no. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Michael and him
Remember
didn't
that.
get along. Michael would just think he was weird.
Well, because of Gianna. Hello.
But he
Yeah,
is weird, but it's
think
okay.
Another
It's
no
okay to
match
be weird.
couple.
Right.
And
Makes
she
no
was
sense.
like over here talking and whispering in Michael's ears, like, "Girl, what?"
Hey, little mama.
Like,
doing
right? Hey, little mama, let me whiskey. Like,
So-
she was over here like.
We already talked about this at the top of the show, but obviously you are put in the truth booth in your perfect match.
Yay, turn up.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So now you guys have 2 perfect matches at this point.
Finally.
Right, exactly. Like, get it together
Yeah.
already. So
About time, yeah.
we get into the matchup ceremony, and I'll just preface by saying it did not seem, and you guys can chime in, but it did not seem we've seen some crazy matchup ceremonies. It did not seem this was too crazy, with the exception of Ryan.
Yes, Ryan. Yes.
Ryan throwing down the gauntlet.
It was crazy though.
So, okay, so that's why I need to know, because
Because they didn't show most of it.
that's what I'm saying. So I need to know, why did Ryan go hard so bad? Because I've never seen him.
He's
I mean,
only
was
done
angry
this
before.
once to a person, not
He
to like the
did.
cast.
But
Because he agreed with me.
I
I was like, shut the fuck up. And then he was like, shut the fuck up. Like me. He was agreeing with me that I was upset with Hannah because that night before the ceremony, Hannah goes in the girls' room and is like, I'm done with Ozzy. He's hooking up with other girls and all this stuff. And he's like, I'm done with him. He's not respecting me. And well, Josh should have been hooking up with other girls because
Yeah.
that wasn't his match. But yeah, and she was like, I'm done with him. And I was like, good for you. Like, good, respect yourself. Don't fucking deal with that shit if
Right.
he's not treating you right. She's like, yeah. 2 hours later, I hear them having sex in the boom boom room.
Oh.
Like, during the day, by the way. During the day.
Day sex.
It was
Day
loud.
sex is the
It
best.
was
sex.
loud. It was loud. I heard it.
After some
No,
massage.
no, I'm
I was like,
sorry.
what
Morning
the fuck?
Exclusive.
Morning sex
Morning
is
sex.
okay. You're
Morning
right.
sex.
Morning, day, same shit.
Any sex. But,
Any sex is sex.
I'll agree with
That's
that
true.
one.
I mean,
yeah.
let's all be real here.
So you were
respect
frustrated.
yourself.
You were
Respect
frustrated.
yourself, girl. Like, not only is that your match, like, respect yourself. Don't
Uh-huh.
say one thing and then do the other. Like, and I was
That
like,
shit
I was
happens,
mad
though.
at her about her, like, how she was acting. And she was like, of course you're only going to talk now because you're leaving. I'm like, yeah. So, like, I'm leaving. Bye. You should try to get to where I am.
Right.
Like, the
Get your
fuck?
perfect match.
Like, get your
Oh,
perfect
okay.
match.
So of course she was gonna come at you, girl.
Right.
She was like, yeah, you're talking now. I'm like, but the thing is, like, I'm talking now because it happened today, too.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, it happened literally today,
Yeah.
but
like all
she
of the
was
matches
mad.
ceremonies were like crazy.
Were
They
crazy.
just don't show
Always
anything.
are.
They
And
just
they
don't
don't
show
show
all
it
the-
all.
right.
They don't.
Don't at
That's
all.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't show, every time you go in to scan your hand, you have, like, an hour-long conversation.
Yeah, no.
Right before.
I feel like
They
a
don't
lot
show
of the
anything.
faces were like directed at other things,
Uh-huh.
like, and you're just like, okay.
Well, and they put it in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you, I'm gonna say, Shannon has the best faces of the
Always.
entire. You
Oh,
always,
we should have. I Snapchatted. I Instagram that face. Remember?
I always have.
You always have crazy. Like, are you just constantly eye rolling? Like, is that what it is? Are you a professional eye roller? Is that what it
I
is?
get so mad. I feel like people just try me all the time. I'm like, you're stupid.
Yo, that's
whatever.
That's the Filipino. Every Filipino girl has a crazy eye roll where it just goes
Yeah,
behind their head.
and,
Is that what it
and
is?
I have big eyes, so it makes it worse.
So
and I'm
it's just so
my
prominent.
emotions just always.
You
in my
can just
face.
see it
Right.
the whole time.
Did you think
This chat roll, though, I can't witness.
it was the guy's turn this particular time? Did you think that I'll go to the ladies? Did you think that since it was the guy's turn and they were to pick, did you think that they had some bad choices in
Yeah.
this particular matchup ceremony?
I was just
Well,
drunk.
I was obviously.
like, I'm ready to leave.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to worry for
She
this
was
one.
cool. She was having fun. She was like, I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
museum and enjoy my time. And I was like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, dude, it was the best time ever.
So you weren't tripping, but were you?
I was sitting there actually in her dress. I was like, I feel so pretty. I'm so excited. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna go. I was like, I'm gonna go up there with Tyler, and then all of a sudden they're like, Derek picks me, and I'm like,
The
Right.
fuck?
and then everybody was like, "Ooh," and
Was that shocking?
I guess they had a conversation prior, but I really
Yeah,
wasn't.
Tyler didn't look shocked, I was gonna say.
I was just kind of like,
He was like, I was like, what?
So was there some
I was
strategy?
expecting
Is
that.
that
I don't
what it
know.
was?
I
You could
really,
take her off my
I
hands.
still,
I
I
don't
still
even
to this day
remember
don't know
that day.
really
Because
what.
I was looking at it and I was just
Yeah.
like, Derek picks. What,
Yeah, it was
what's
super
going
weird.
on?
But
And
when
I
you-
went up there and I was just like,
But when the guys come in, I'm always like, I just don't
They
know what's
blacked
gonna
us
happen.
out,
Like, I just
so-
don't know what's gonna happen when you guys come up there. I'm just like, what's happening? Hey, what?
I'm
What?
just like, y'all thought.
no, come on.
No, really. I
But
just,
like, really, I was so confused. I
You were
really,
confused.
I
I
was
mean,
drunk.
it worked out at the
You were
end, so I mean,
Yeah.
We were always
we
drunk.
have a little bit of
True.
like progress.
was
Yeah.
there? Was
There
there?
was.
Okay, you
Not
were.
really,
progress.
Ozzy.
I'm
Not
saying
really.
it's
progress. It's
It seems
progress.
like you guys were drunk all the time.
Yes.
Was it especially at the matchup ceremonies because there's
Yeah, I
like,
would always fall.
I mean,
oh, is it?
No, like I would sit
no,
down on a.
she-
No, I'm
she
not.
Sat.
I'm not
Dude,
kidding.
So
not
the
even.
chairs weren't like bolted to the ground or anything, so like they
They were horrible
slip.
chairs.
Oh.
Oh, so
I
if
would
you
sit
If
move
it was
down.
off
forward,
balance,
you
if
would
it was
just-
off balance,
I would
like
sit
the
down
chair
and
would
all of a
slide
sudden I'm
under
like,
of you.
No wonder all y'all be like,
I was all crumbling. I was like holding onto the chair
Because
for
you're
dear
about to fall
life.
over.
I fell with the chair. The chair fell.
Oh,
I
my
felt
Twice.
too.
It had to be perfectly balanced out, which is why Taylor and I sat very on like opposite ends of the chair
Gotcha.
to make sure that we balanced out.
So
you
was.
Well,
So
that's
you-
why we sat like that, obviously.
Right.
So you didn't. So overall, you didn't think that there were any crazy
5'6".
matchups.
By the
look,
way,
hold on, let Ozzy say
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm not 5'6".
Ozzy is our height, okay?
How tall are you?
Everybody keeps saying I'm short.
Who said? Oh, I think
How
he's
short are
5'6".
you?
Yeah.
I've been talking about Ozzy's height for a while now.
Like literally just on the
Ozzy has a
topic.
good height, y'all. Stop playing.
Speaking
Yo,
of
I
height, just going back a little bit, there was one of the ex-boyfriends that was super short.
Ozzy.
Hannah's.
Mini
Hannah's
Ozzy
Ozzy.
miniature Ozzy.
That was so funny.
That was
Yeah.
pretty
That was like
funny.
He looked like a
doppelganger.
crackhead in real life, though.
What?
He
Damn.
looked like a crackhead.
You can't talk about it
judge.
because your
Let's-
ex-boyfriend was like,
No, but I
Ozzy looks like a crackhead in real life.
No, not Ozzy. The ex-boyfriend.
That's why he's wearing that hat.
The ex-boyfriend
But that was
looks like a
funny.
Hannah's
crackhead.
ex-boyfriend looked like a
Doppelganger.
crackhead. So.
The other
A
guy.
heroin
Oh,
addict
man.
or
Oh
something.
yeah, they want to know how tall you are. How
He's
tall?
5'10".
He's 5'10".
He's
Ladies and gentlemen.
5'10", ladies.
Yeah.
Stop playing
It's all
him.
good. It's all good.
Okay.
He's Latino height.
He's Latino.
My dad's
No,
5'10"
I'm sorry.
too.
5'10" should not be friend zone height. I just gotta say that.
It's
Cam,
not.
Cam
No,
called
it's
that out.
Nah.
Oh, that's Cam did say
Cam
that.
called out like
It's because
five.
Cam is 5'10", okay? Like,
Cam's tall.
A
That's true.
friend
Yeah.
zone
That's
height
tall.
is a 5'6".
5'6",
Thank you, because I was about to
5'7".
say
Yeah.
if you went 2 feet. Okay.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
5'8".
no one's
Okay.
friend on height.
Just getting that clear. Just clearing that up.
Shannon's
You
like,
know,
I'm like,
nobody's on the table.
I'm like, wait, I am welcome option.
Equal opportunity for
I'm
everybody.
5'2" and higher.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm good. I'm short
Hey,
as
what's
fuck.
up?
Well, girl, you good. You good.
So we get into these beams, and you guys are waiting. Obviously, you start off with 2 because you have 2 perfect matches. So you're waiting for these beams, and how long? Because it seems like it doesn't take as long, but I know it's a long
It's
time.
an eternity.
It's an eternity.
So I think each person that goes up to the booth or whatever the whatever it's called. You have to.
hand thing?
Yeah. So you call the person you want to come up with you, and then
Right.
you have to talk for like at least like a minute, 2 minutes. Each
At
person.
least.
And then like they will ask
was
that
the
person like how do they
expression.
feel,
The eye
like
roll.
what they going, like what
So
has to go
everybody
in
gets
them.
talked to.
Yeah.
They
and-
just don't show all
There's
the
always
conversation.
drama.
But
Yeah.
everybody gets
Some
talked to.
Always.
people,
Yeah.
some people respond in one word statements.
Okay.
Taylor.
Taylor.
So-
I don't give a fuck.
So
Whatever.
so it's hard to like have a conversation with Ryan. He's like, so how do you feel about this? Whatever.
Whatever.
I don't care.
Like you already know what I'm
Damn,
gonna
she
say.
was so
I don't
serious.
care.
Yeah.
Didn't Joe do the first 2 weeks when me and Joey were skating together? Me and him always had a fight up there. Like the first week, like we had a fight. I started crying.
Oh, no.
One of them was about me. I don't know. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
I talked about
so
it in my
proud
in
about
my
it.
big
So
life.
proud.
Yeah. Ozzy, you have to watch the after match. I talked about that on there.
Oh, speaking of.
I called Joey Ozzy one day.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And Joey was
that
so
was
bad.
such a
Yeah.
shit story.
Yeah, they were at the pool and I was working out and she was like just looking over like
Shut
hang
the
out with
fuck up.
Joe.
Oh!
No.
She's like, what? Ozzy? Wait, Joey, what?
I mean, I'm done. You got the ending right. This is the why. The why at the end.
Ozzy,
Yeah,
Joey.
It's,
Joey.
It's the same thing.
it's the same exact thing.
You're
No,
too
it's
drunk.
not.
You're too
Really
drunk,
mad.
Joey. Like, don't
No,
even
it's
worry
not.
about it.
No, it's not. So you have 2 matches. So you're waiting for the beams come up. So another beam comes up. You have another beam comes up, and you get 5 beams.
Yes.
They do.
5 matches.
than
This is
4.
the highest that you've had so far.
But still
Yeah.
3 new
Week
matches.
8,
But it's only 3 new
5
matches, but 5 beams.
Lit.
So at this point, you have basically 2 more weeks
Right.
to get these 10 matches. Are you guys worried? Are you guys like,
Hell yeah, we're
good?
Very worried. What do you mean?
Why would we
I'm just
possibly
saying.
I was like, I don't even expect the money anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy my vacation
Is that
at
what
the
it is?
honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight
fuck
the
this
fuck
shit.
out.
Right.
Oh, I'm
Turn
not
up.
even
Where's the alcohol at?
expecting this anymore.
Honestly, like it
I
was-
hit it.
get in the fucking
Always.
bathroom?
Really? So, I mean, but really, I want to know, like, are you guys thinking, like, okay, we need to get a better strategy, or...
At this
Yeah,
point,
guys.
we haven't had any strategy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you
like,
have.
no, we were like
No,
literally just
not-
like
not this
doing
point.
whatever. So
Really?
from this point on, this when we like sit down and it's like, all right, guys, let's build up the scenarios.
And
Let's,
there's
like,
that timing. It's always that time
yeah,
where the
let's
crunch
build
time
up the
comes in.
scenarios. Go back to week 1, figure out who the second beam was, and then go from there. Like
from there.
we had to build thousands of scenarios where there wasn't a roadblock,
Right.
and then like go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you guys will see.
Okay.
Like, you know,
Well, we're going to see.
see
We're
next
going
week
to
what
see what
happens.
happens.
What
2 more
happens
weeks,
next
ladies and
week.
gentlemen. 2 more weeks.
Last season came back, so last season can come
Last
back.
season did come back,
Come on.
like on the last 11th
They really
hour.
did.
Yeah.
They
So
really did.
it's possible.
It's possible.
But ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. First of all, thank everybody for the live chat.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was nice.
Super
That was
turned
nice.
out.
I didn't read most
Super
of it.
turned
I had no
out.
idea there was.
Someone
Yeah.
said Michael sounds like Donald Trump
Yeah.
when he talks
Right.
on
Yeah.
the channel. So shout out to all y'all for like being
Absolutely.
really real
And
with
of
that.
course, round of applause for our guests
Yo.
in the building.
Thank you guys.
Word.
Shout out to Cam and Tierney for
Exactly.
tuning into the chat as well too.
Obviously, absolutely.
Tierney,
I've been your host, Lem Gonsalves. You can find me always at the Poet Saint all day, every day. Sensei, where you at?
Y'all already know what it is. At Sensei, don't play. Tweet at me.
And Nino.
Yo, it's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Catch me and Lem again, once again, on the Rap Game After Show
Absolutely.
on Mondays.
Monday
Yeah.
nights.
Scratch your Mondays.
Ozzy, where can the fans find you, sir?
Everybody
now that they
can
know you're
find me.
5'10".
Instagram and Twitter at OzzyMM11.
There it
you
is. And Shannon, where can everyone find you, young lady?
On Instagram, Shannon May Duffy. On Twitter, Shannon May. So.
Boom. And Osvaldo. You gotta say it in Spanish. Where can they find you?
Para encontrarme me pueden buscar
You okay? You
en
good?
Twitter, Osvaldo _ I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
Yeah.
270. And on Instagram, I'm at Osvaldo 270.
Boom! I love it.
There you have it.
And Carolina.
All my stuff is the same. It's CAROODUARTEE. So 2 E's, 2 O's. Caro Duarte. You know,
There you go.
everything.
Bye.
That goes down.
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything.
Cool.
All right. So excited. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 more weeks, but we'll be back next week, and you may see some more guests, so you better stay tuned. Let's get it. Good
Deuces,
night.
y'all.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.